Welcome back, everyone. Today we will continue our cutting compound series, and in particular, we're going to take a look at Griot's Garage Fast Correction Cream. This comes from their Best of Show system. We're going to see if the Griot's Garage breaks onto our podium, our metals table, and taking a look at that, we still have Sonax Cut Max holding the top spot. Angel Wax Resurrection is the new kid on the block, breaking into the silver, a very close second. These two are great compounds. Jescar Correction Cream holds bronze. 3DHD Cut Plus, CarPro Clear Cut, The Last Cut, honorable mention if you're not worried about price. Any one of these compounds, you can throw a dart at it and it will work great for you. So without any further hesitation, let's take a look at Griot's Garage Fast Correction Cream. Griot's Garage Fast Correcting Cream from their Best of Show series is $24 for 16 ounces. You can also get a gallon for $1.30. Really not bad considering all the pricey products that are breaking onto the market nowadays. Labeling boasts of loads of sub-micron abrasives, being able to quickly remove severe defects with little to no dusting. And as I always do, I'm going to put a little bit of the product on a panel, spread it out a bit, put some between my fingers. I want to feel the grit. I want to see the grit. Here I can't, which is a good sign. That means little to no dusting. It's not always the case, but it is for a higher percentage of the creams and compounds that we test here. The fast correcting compound is actually part of a system called BOSS, or Best of Show system, and consists of actually some polishers, some pads, and some correction creams, and a sealant. The two polishers are the BOSS G15, a 15mm long throw, the BOSS G21, a 21mm long throw. There are also 6 different types of foam pads for the system, made in 3-inch, 5-inch, or 6-inch. They have microfiber pads, and then they include the correction creams, such as this one here, the regular BOSS correction cream, the BOSS Perfection cream, and also the BOSS Finishing Sealant. So what I'm doing here to set up for our testing, I have 5 sections separated with masking tape. We're going to put 2,500 sandy grit marks in the first one. We're going to go all the way down to 800 grit sandy marks in the last one. And we'll take a pass after we remove the masking tape with our polisher, same one we always use, from one end to the other, and a trip back. And we'll wipe off the residue and we'll see how it performed. See if it went all the way through, which none has so far. They usually start to fail at the 15 and the 1,000 grit marks. And I had the 800 grit section there just for fun, just to see how these compounds attempt that section. Okay, so we are going to load up some of the BOSS Fast Correction Cream onto a standard 3-inch foam orange cutting pad. That will be connected to the Flex XFE 71280 3-inch polisher. We're going to put it on medium speed. I'm just going to use my hands to guide the tool, not a lot of pressure. We're going to take a nice, steady, even pass down through the whole section, the whole panel, from one end to the other, and we'll make a return trip. I really only use pressure from my thumb down on the polisher. I want to put the work on the correction cream, not the polisher or the pad or a ton of pressure. That's why I'm not using a microfiber or aggressive cutting pad or a long throw or a rotary. I want to use something that's not aggressive and see what these compounds can do on their own. Okay, that's going to do it. Let me put the polisher down. Give me a minute to grab the camera. I want to bring you guys in close, give you some angles using the light. We want to see what kind of residue it has left behind, how hard it is to wipe that off. Is there dusting? And how does it cut? So the residue is really quite different than our other compounds, which have been oily. This residue is more of a milky, thin liquid. No dusting whatsoever, zero. This has been the least amount of dusting from any compound we have used so far. And it wipes off quite easy. It smears a little bit at first, but then it comes off. All right, time to take a look at all these sections. Let's see if the Boss Correction Cream failed in any of these sections, if it did at all. Looks like it breezed through the first 2 and even 3 sections here. The 1500 grit, no problem. This is the 1000 grit section where just about all of them start to fail. It did a great job. I just see maybe 2 or 3 deep scratches. That's from me, my uneven sanding. But not bad at all. So let's go over to the 800 grit section where no compound has been designed to remove. And it had a very good attempt. We're going to give these last 2 sections another try here, so let me load up the pad once again with some more of the Fast Correction Cream. We're going to work on these last 2 sections, the 800 grit and the 1000 grit, for an extended period of time. I'm going to apply a little bit more pressure, get a little bit more heat going. We're going to see if we can get it to dust at all. We're going to see if we can remove some more of these marks of these last 2 sections. We're also going to see how long we can work, its cycle time or its open time, and we'll see what kind of residue we have left and how hard that is to remove. Okay, we're going to power down the polisher. Let me set it down. Give me a minute to grab the camera. I'm going to bring you in close again, give you as many angles as I can using the light. As you can see, the residue, once again, not an oily film like the other ones leave behind, but rather a thin milky substance. Zero dusting, no dusting whatsoever. Let's see how it wipes off. Again, like before, smears a little bit at first, but then comes off rather quickly. Not the easiest compound to remove, but no big deal. Alright, so let's take a look at these 2 sections, and keep in mind, whatever it has removed has been done with a 3-inch polisher, short throw, and just a standard foam cutting pad, and it's done very, very well. If you have the Fast Correction Cream and some heavy perfections to go after, throw on an aggressive pad onto rotary or a long throw polisher, and you'll be through it in no time at all. Okay, gang, I will put a link down below. A great compound, no dusting whatsoever, has decent cutting power, and does it break onto the podium? Well, it actually does. I'm going to put it down here in the bronze section. So we have Sonax Cut Max, Angel Wax Resurrection, we have Griot Garage, the Boss Fast Correction Cream. Then we have Jescar 3D HD, Car Pro, and the Last Cut for honorable mention. And again, all of these are great compounds. This just happens to be the order for me. If you're out on the road, you have different circumstances and a different environment. This may change for you, but for me, this is it. And these are all great. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. Brian from Apex Detail. I'll catch you in the next video.